I'll try that again. We're not going to beat Owlboy today. We're going to come pretty close. Last session I watched the VOD. We got to head to the southeast section of the map, I think, to progress. So I'm going to try to do that. Somewhere through here. Game continues to be super pretty. Otis, why are you here? You should evacuate. Pirates can strike at any moment. Human sights of landmass is rising. Something isn't right with the world. Tracking someone who might hold the key to saving Valley. Whoever was went above the mesosphere before we could catch him. Otis can't fly that high. Get you up there. Let's see why we should. Last time I helped you out, things didn't go so well. Wonder if they're just literally using the menu and text writing sound effect from Link to the Past. I think it's the same font, it looks very close. Three relics. Hex relics? Alright, Otis and Getty, let's do a test. Where it was, if he went above the mesosphere, he must have had somewhere to go. Should be able to track any landmass up there with my machine. If there's nothing to find up there, there's no reason to believe you. I love the sprite art in this game, is nuts. It has so many frames in the animation. It can even be built so high up. Making that sound like it's a one-way trip. You've done everything you need to do. You won't be coming back. Okay. Make sure I have a separate save file if I'm able to do that. I probably can duplicate my save on the title screen. We're probably okay to take it, though. I like that games have gotten good about warning you about points of no return. I haven't really had a surprise one in a game in a while. This thing? Probably won't be back for a while. You all know you've been trying your best. Hope this time it goes well for you. God. Here we are. Sure you're ready for this? Let's do it. I'd like to come along. Not now, Professor. Alphonse is a pirate and I caused him trouble here. We're here to help now. The guy that like has a spider costume but is actually a stick bug. Excellent. Should we get the other villagers that can see you off? Yeah, I don't think they like you. Cool. Boarding adventure music. Quiet fools. Awesome, Leon. Have fun. A lot of board games. Any particular games in mind you think you'll be playing? Gave her a cool custom laugh. You're now functionally immortal. Hey, it's a wooden rocket. Very Outer Wilds of them. Cool. Hey, it's that guy that was a real asshole to me. So it's temporary party members from before. Sickbug family. Parks. Whoa, we're in space? And I can't fly anymore. Otis, are you alright? Interesting. That's so backwards. I kind of love it. Like every other Metroidvania is you get the effective ability to fly at the end of the game. This game we've been able to fly the whole time and then we lose it at the end. The air in this place is very thin. Too thin to fly in. I think that's where they're going with it. So I get a small, like, hover, basically. I was wondering if that's like a Castlevania secret down there underneath the staircase. Seems like a long hallway. That's where that stranger's hiding, but how do we get in? Punch it a bunch? Or it just opens for us, that's cool too. Love those animations. I really wonder if this game was made because they wanted an excuse to show off this gorgeous sprite art. It needs flying anyways. We're in Owlvania. Huh. Otis, Getty, what are you guys doing here? Solus, what are you doing here? You the one who stole the relics from the pirates? Yeah, we've seen Solus for a minute. I trust you, Otis, but I can't involve anyone else in this. Please leave. Like a little platform like this would be trivial earlier in the game, right? Castle Noctua. Giving me Sonic 3 flashbacks. Super long hallway. Right? Use the relics. I guess they wanted it to be candy cane to tell you that you need to spin these things. Interesting. I think this whole area is an elaborate long hallway. And then Otis died twice in a row. Several times in a row. Assume I can make that. Oh, jeez. Okay, I can hold it and continue to hover, I see. An acid and Uma Thurman. The game doesn't seem to want to work with the whole you can't fly thing. Gotta get used to how it wants me to be able to hover indefinitely. There it goes. Just have to hold down A and not let go of it, basically. Noctua, the scientific name for owl. Okay, I can just hold A the whole time. That's what I should be doing. Whoa! Cool owl art hallway. Huh. Yeah, I keep wanting to like tap the A button to fly because that's what you do normally during the gameplay. I think that's makeable. See if one of them has an idea. Maybe I can air dash into it? No, no air dashing. No height gain. I don't think I can climb that, so there's a mechanic I'm missing. I have to look this up in a second. Can't like double jump. Oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. Oh god, at least... maybe not. I'm worried if that's what I'm supposed to do. That's very Sonic 3, actually. Well, that seems right. Might get it better if I jump. No, I think we need to move. I don't know what the max amount of swing I can get on it is, though. Shit. Really easy to overshoot it. It's a good question about spinning. I can't summon any of my buddies here. because usually I need to be able to fly with them. Like I can aim. I can select them in the corner. Because usually I'm supposed to be carrying them, is how I use them. I don't think spinning works. I don't think this is intended to be difficult, because no one has popped up to point it out. He just says, "What is this place?" Try just moving it a little bit and see if it's enough movement to get me to cross. Yeah, I just needed to move it teensy bit. I wonder why they even bothered to make you do that. Jump spikes. I tried it a couple times and couldn't. I don't know. Maybe it was. I was coming up just short of it. Cool. Great. Crazy library. Lore dump? What's this? The book is ancient, but I can read it. Book of Nocte. Hey. The Owl Temple, the first of the great temples. Here the owls learn how to control the elements and challenge the natural order. At the end of the first aeon, they had mastered water, fire, and wind. The work here revealed to them the existence of the higher mysteries. The existence of the loop was hypothesized. The existential anguish from the discovery of the loop permeated owl society. Riots began and the Owl Temple was abandoned. Floating continent, greatest of the owl homes. Machines produced here were the finest the world had ever seen. First time owl technology surpassed the capabilities of life itself. Determined to break the loop and work tirelessly to advance their technology and knowledge. Finally, a solution was presented, a hex that would upend the laws of the universe. It was a disaster. The hex failed and the world would never be the same. This game does feel like it's just kind of like wrapping early. Like it's like, oh shit, we gotta wrap this up. I wonder if they just put this in as a lore dump. Like, this is the stuff that we wanted to share. I imagine it was really expensive to make with how insanely good the art is. Gigantic research is loading the sky built without the knowledge of the world at large. The last few owls gathered here far away from the famines and wars elsewhere. Owls are preparing another hex. Greater than the last, this new hex would send the world crashing downwards. Making the ancient owls out to be heroes and scholars and whatnot, and in reality he's going to use the relics for power just like Mulstrom. Oh cool, I'll play a little bit of Goose Game at PAX. Some funneling to move you on top of those floating rocks, which is quite nice. I don't know what makes that thing work or not work. It's interesting. stretched too thin. So it's kind of interesting because it's flipping the usual Metroidvania formula on its head. You can fly the whole game, but not at the very end. Probably during whatever final challenge there is, though, because all the core mechanics of party member switching are based on you being able to fly. Got enough wind that I can fly now? Oh shit. It's an airlock, I'm guessing. Don't spawn them right near the edge of the screen. Okay, I was gonna say. The ones I already read, right? Yeah. Look, the new switch up here, right? Or new door up here. Pretty cool looking room. Are they not available to be played before that, Mega Man? Really glad they have the funneling onto those rocks. Yeah, it's not what we were supposed to do, I guess. Okay, I guess it was. Disregard. This wasn't registering last time. I think this whole segment works a lot better if you sight read it. Oh shit. It's like a Nathan Drake, like, Uncharted sequence, where there's technically, it's coded that something happens when you fail. They really don't really want you to fail it. They want the appearance of danger. Finally. Where are we rising to? Okay. There, we stay on this platform. They mean stay on the rising platforms, I think. I don't know what's going on. Try to hold on. I'm trying. there's enemies in these things? I can't fight them anywhere near as effectively as I used to be able to. Teleport us to you when it's safe. Oh, I can fly again. That's cool. It's cool, the tower falling apart in the background. I like the fall animations on Alphonse and the stickbug guy. Wait and see the end of the world, my friends. Oh, cool. Yeah, this whole last 20 minutes or so has been an elaborate long hallway. Okay, good. I was gonna say, am I gonna get to heal? It's a full heal, perfect. What are you doing, Solus? Being a weirdo? How'd you get up here? Told you already. Not interested in what you have to say. Using the relics, that's all. Nearly finished here. Don't get in my way. Man, Otis is pissed. What are you doing? Have you gone mad? Forgotten what happened in Advent? No one can use them, ever. The village nerd is the final boss. Whoa. Nice. Knocked away one of his relics. It's a cool attack. Don't know if I'm hurting him anymore, it's hard to tell. Makes sense if I need to use each character for each of these phases there, right? I think that worked, okay. Shit. Come on! Don't die! I'm gonna die, but learn to fight a little bit better for next time at least. Phase 2? I get some healing in Phase 2, okay. I'm really glad it has that beeping noise to let me know that what I'm doing is effective. This would be a hard fight to read. Phase 3, no heal this time? Oh, small heal. Whoa! Oh god. I don't know if I still need to depend on hearing tink 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 noises. I can't tell if I'm hurting him at all, actually. Because if he's flashing, I might be hurting him. Whoa! That's an attack. What does this do? Oh, wow. So it's a way to go back and get stuff if you missed it? I see. Try to minimize damage to at the beginning. I'm gonna have to look up how I'm doing damage to him in that third phase, because I couldn't really tell without the beeping noise if it was working or not. That's 1. It's 2. No damage on phase 1. Be because we're hitting the artifacts? Okay, thanks. Because here you need to use specific characters to knock specific artifacts out from him, right? Phase 3. Conveniently color-coded core mechanics. Ouch. Cool animation. How you listen to us? Stop this power crazy stuff. Using the relics is gonna get people hurt. Trying to help by using the relics? Don't you remember Advent? Those things are weapons. No, no, no. That's not what the relics are made for. That's just how Molstrom used them. I mean, what were you just doing with them? I want to tell you this, but I need you to understand. I'm going to tell you the great shame of the owls, the hex, and the anti-hex. Ooh. Or lore dump. It was created long ago when the owls lived to the planet's surface and the floating islands didn't exist. Owl technology was beyond our imagination. The owls studied the deeper secrets of the universe. Relics were made after the owls made a fateful discovery. Discovery that sent owl society into infighting and chaos. The loop. Oh yeah, that infinity symbol that's been through the whole game. Owls are obsessed with it. Worked for centuries in a desperate struggle to find a way to end the loop. Finally, they found a solution. A hex that would alter the laws of nature to end the loop forever. cycle rebirth thing. Relics are designed to be fuel for the Hex. Centuries after they were made, the Owls are finally ready for their Hex. I like how quickly we went from like crazy boss fight where he's doing these like insane attacks, shooting like pink fireballs at us. Like, oh, by the way, here's the lore backstory. Biggest disaster in the history of the planet. I don't know if the Hex broke the loop. Should have been the least of their worries. Hex backfired, shattering the planet's continents into floating islands in the sky. Okay. The floating islands aren't the natural state of things. The planet was reduced to a giant empty ocean. Cool. Islands are still rising. Must have seen it outside. It's kind of cool. It's a really neat apocalypse scenario. All the continents start floating upward, and the further up they get, everything freezes. The library was built to find a way to bring the planet's expansion under control and reverse it. And the Owls created relics which have been absorbing power for centuries. Now they're ready to be used for the anti-Hex, which will bring the islands back down to the ocean. That's what I'm preparing. Oh, that sounds like a good deal. Why are we mad at you and fighting you, then? Should have just explained that before we punched you in the face. You should have told us. Why'd you try to do this all on your own? I didn't. You got the pirates to help me by promising them power. Tricking the pirates led to the destruction of Advent. Was friendship magic all along? Oh shit, Molstrom. Owlboy! It's cool that he's the one that calls me that. Whoa. Things ain't looking good. This theme is pretty sweet. Oh, he's Owlboy. Solus. Okay. That makes more sense. Oh shit. Cool bringing in the health meter on the screen there. Saving the world, is that it? Why would I care if the planet's destroyed? Give the relics back to me now. Is this planet you live on? Do you have another option? Oh, cool. Get him, Alphonse. He wasn't kidding when he said he couldn't hold him for long. Yeah, I love how weighty everything Molstrom does. It's great. Friendship is magic. Complete the anti-Hex. Prepare the totem. Hopefully that will be enough. Oh, they're making me crawl. That's mean. Nice. Oh, I took damage from that, rude. Nice. That's big crazy interactive cutscene where you're like spinning wheels like you've been doing all game. Get out of there, Otis. Wait, I'm trying. Not doing a great job though. Oh, is Otis going to sacrifice himself to power this thing? Yeah. Emerging from his body, but is he... Whoa. About that. I really thought Bolster was going to be the final boss. Maybe it restores the loop. Oh, cool. Yo, how has school been lately? Haha. I think this is before the start of the game. Stop by Fib and Bonacci. Hey, youngin', you wanna join me in the hot spring? I think this is like a side-scrolling segment. I don't think the screen can scroll up or down at all. So Hand picked me? He was a huge dick to me. It's a really sad part of the beginning of the game where everyone's being really mean to Otis for no reason. Now I can go up. Glad you're doing well. You recognize me? It's me, Solus. Listen, I don't know if you think of me as a friend, but I always thought of you as my only friend. Interesting that they made Solus the... Well, I'm assuming it's the final boss. This feels pretty endgamey. We'll see. Hey, it's my jerkwad teacher, Osseo. Very glad to see you again, he says. I'm wondering where you are. You're not dreaming. You're seeing visions of the past and the future. You don't remember any of it, but it's real. Grew up with good people, full of affection for you and hopes for your future. Regret for things said and done. Decisions are our gift to you. We're so prone to forgetting the things that you cherish most. Like, how do you know about all this crap? Was Otis actually going to talk? Oh, that's interesting. Is everyone going to be okay? Getty, Alphonse, Twig? You succeeded out there. The fact that you're here means that the anti-X works. It's kind of cool to revert the silent protagonist thing at the very end of the game. Oh, why did Osseo know the surface? Because he was the other owl in the game. to change the universe, and we paid a price for that. You paid that price too. In order to end the loop, we were willing to do anything, even risk our future, your present. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand. No kidding. We wanted to discover the nature of the universe, and in doing so, we lost ourselves. Okay. So the loop is like a cycle of reincarnation or something? This world we've created, there's always a second chance. He's always believed in me. I wish he would have said that instead of been such a huge dick to me at the start of the game. Oh wow. During that cutscene, I was still able to place the reticle with the right stick. I'm sure the floating continents falling into the ocean from a great height isn't going to have any catastrophic effects. Oh wow, that's it. Interesting. And I know I keep speculating baselessly on this every game we play, like what used to be in this game, what was cut, what was added.
Whoops.
You win again, Gravity!
I did not mean to do that.
I feel like everything from basically the start of this episode, so like after the Dirk fight was like, shit, we have to wrap up the game. Because it felt like everything just kind of abruptly wrapped there. Solus felt weird as a final boss fight, because he had all these really intense, crazy attacks. But like, immediately after the fight, like the tension just was drained. He's like, wait, let me explain what's happening. It's like, do that before we have a giant boss fight, dude. Because I see what they were going with it. Like, you fight your old friend who's kind of a wimpy nerd like you. It's not going to be Molstrom. Yeah, the music in this game was great, the graphics were great, the mechanics were really clever. It's a very different take on the Metroidvania. It seemed like it had a cool story thing going on for like the first 2 acts, but the third act it just kind of felt like, shit, we have to wrap this. We played a lot of games that have had that happen. Some games manage the quick wrap a little bit better than others, I think, but I wonder if they left some of that stuff open-ended, like what the loop is and what happened to Otis, like, because that's how they originally planned the game to wrap, or they were like setting it aside for a potential sequel. I'm totally down with the final sequence not having any enemies in it, right? Oh, this is a pretty scene. The art in this game is... The only other game I feel like I've seen that's competed with it was Iconoclasts, which also felt like it was art motivated. There's some more story cryptic stuff that's locked behind 100% completion. Oh, interesting. Like a true ending? 100% in this game is pretty intense. I think you have to get all the coins, basically. I liked it, though. I thought it was a good game. I would be shocked if they could have made this game any longer than 7 hours, because for such a small team, the art is insanely good. There's a temple with a hidden area. Are you meant to be able to access it before you go past the point of no return, then? That's neat. Well, cool. We'll wrap a little bit early, and I'll credit some minutes to Sanguine Haze. Owlboy is a cool game. You should totally play it.